Hey y'all, welcome. What a beautiful day to be alive, right? I'm in a good mood today. Some people might not think it's a good day to be alive, but I do. Take your wins where you can get them. King of Swords. Yeah, there is a masculine energy in your life currently that you are dealing with. This is a King of Swords energy. This is Libra. In terms of astrology, this is Libra, who maybe acts like they are this honest and good person. Like there is somebody in your energy, and this feels like family to me. It feels like there is a masculine energy in your family that presents themselves as this like very wise older person, somebody that has a lot of good judgment and has a lot of good character within them, somebody that maybe is like the leader of your family in a way, somebody that has authority for sure in your energy, somebody that you maybe thought was smart or intellectual, but in a way it feels like they are more so the King of Swords reverse. Like it feels like this person is more so very manipulative and abuses power for sure in a way. Like this person abuses power and they abuse maybe the people around them with this power. Of Wands. Yeah, so maybe they have a lot of passion maybe towards what the things that they do in life, the things that they practice in life, the way they feel. This person has a lot of feelings and has a lot of passion and energy that exudes out of them. So in a way, they kind of abuse their power by maybe using their voice in a very passionate way, maybe taking actions with vigor and maybe taking risks in areas. But it feels like they kind of like move too fast for their own mind. They very much make impulsive decisions and take risks that they don't fully think through. King of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this person maybe pretends to be very stable financially. This person feigns that they are this very financially stable and very smart person. You know, they're very, they know what they're doing in terms of maybe like building wealth and building in the 3D world and building this money and this stability under them. And maybe they make it seem like to the people around them that they are this stable structure in the family, that they are this stable pillar in the family. But in reality, like they are not stable in the least bit financially. They are not stable whatsoever. With the Page of Florins reversed, are very immature and they are lazy in the things that they do. They are not able to focus maybe on the things that they say they are focusing on. Like it feels like they speak a big game, but they really do not deliver. This person, it feels like this older masculine energy. It feels like maybe acts like they are this like very stable and they have their life together financially and they have their assets together, but it feels like if anything, like they are just very unfocused and they're very uncommitted to maybe making to maybe actually living up to this standard that they tell people that they live at. Like they very much like are very lazy and immature when it comes to maybe living up to this standard that they maybe communicate to others and tell people that they live at. This person is very fake. This person very much so ignores people's valuable lessons and ignores maybe responsibility in a way so that they don't have to deal with it. They don't like dealing with hard things. They don't like maybe confronting the hard things within themselves that they know are wrong or they know they need to work on. So in a way, they kind of just like ignore it. They ignore maybe this image that they know they need to live up to, because if they ever got found out, like their entire life would crumble. Their entire image would crumble. Their entire persona of who they were and who they deem themselves to be would crumble. This person, this older masculine, it feels like even could like in a way be like retired but still working, and they make it seem like in a way that they are doing this because they like to work, because they like maybe the feeling of like doing things and like being active and making more money. They like money. But in reality, they are still working because they are so bad with money, because they have no actual financial stability. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, and they work hard. It feels like this person like lives way above their means. This person lives way above their means, and they feel like that their hard work and their work ethic will always save them, because they're always going to be able to make money. They're always going to be able to find work. They're always going to be able to find a way to come up with money. And they feel like maybe they have this skill that cannot be replaced. They feel like they have this like maybe skill or this job where they feel like they are very much needed and relied upon from society. So in their eyes, they kind of don't see themselves ever getting to a point where they have to live below their means, or where they have to maybe like act like they don't actually have the money that they say they do. This person will work hard to keep this kind of this image of themselves to the people around them. Seven of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. They rely on maybe the help and the comfort of the women in their life. They rely on maybe the protection and the financial energy that they get from having the women in their life. Like in a way, like rely on these women to maybe front some of their like financial misgivings, or front some of their financial mishaps that they do, and that they never, these things that they never learn from, that they always can kind of like rely on them, or they always can kind of like fall back on them if something bad goes wrong, or if they owe money in a certain situation. This masculine energy in your life has no responsibility and kind of is just like so immature with their finances, and they just don't care. They don't care because they always have people that will help them out of sticky situations. They always have people that will help them out of maybe tough spots when it comes to their finances. Ace of Wands and the Sun. Yeah. They act like this very like inspiring individual, when in reality they are deep down very like insecure and maybe like depressed or angry at the way they are and the way they can't, like grow in these situations. Like they get very angry at themselves, but it doesn't feel like they take it out on themselves. No, they see themselves as this shining star that deserves to be helped, but they are not the prize here. It's like they feel like they are this like very inspiring person, but in reality, like the women in their life are the ones that give this financial currency, that give this financial energy to this masculine. If the feminine energies were removed from this masculine's life, like so would the inspiration and so would the happiness. It's like they would have no other reason to maybe work hard anymore, or to keep up this facade of maybe who they are pretending to be. So in a way, it feels like the women in this masculine's life very much enable him and very much protect him from the very difficult lessons that the divine is trying to teach this masculine, that the divine is trying to teach this person. And it feels like they are most likely going to learn this the hard way. Knight of Swords. Yeah, they are very much going to learn this the hard way. It feels like there is a lot of fast movement behind whatever is happening in this masculine's life. Whatever financial struggles are happening, whatever is happening behind the scenes, it is going to come to light, and there is going to be truth and clarity to it. And it feels like there definitely is going to be some impulsiveness on this person's end but they feel they are very confident maybe and that they are going to maybe like win this fight with the divine, that they are maybe going to keep up this facade or keep up this like mask that they've been wearing, and they really really do not think that they will ever get seen. They really really do not think that they will ever get kind of blasted for the fake person that they are and the fake things that they represent in themselves. And they really have a lot of confidence and determination and action and perseverance to maybe keep up this facade. It feels like they would go to like the ends of the earth to kind of like keep this up. They would literally, it feels like, hurt anyone or anything that stands in their way of maybe this image that they are trying to manufacture, that they are trying to withstand within their community, within their family. Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. But unfortunately, there are people in this masculine's family that see who they are and that see maybe the low-life degenerate that they truly are. There are feminine energies in this masculine's family that will help this masculine no matter what. And it feels like that is probably their family, their side of the family. There are a lot of women on this masculine side of the family that would also like go to bat for this masculine and protect him at any costs. And the divine is kind of saying like they can all go down with him. They can all go down with him because whoever wants to help this masculine not learn a lesson will also learn a lesson. And it truly feels like this is family. This is family that relies on this masculine for money in some way. So this masculine maybe like gives them money in some way or helps them out financially in some way. So these feminine energies feel like they owe this masculine like a service or like protection or something. It very much feels like this toxic family system that kind of enables this masculine and makes it seem like they are not in the wrong here. That makes it seem like this masculine like did nothing wrong in this situation, or maybe did nothing wrong with pretending to be this person that they weren't, because they get money out of it. They get help out of it. Ace of Florins, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, but yeah, it's like that wealth, that money that this masculine maybe so generously gives to them and maybe so generously helps them with is going to dry up, and these women are going to no longer receive this reward of maybe money from this masculine, and they're going to have to make a very hard decision on whether they want to still support this masculine or if they want to maybe stop enabling him and make him deal with the consequences of his own actions. If this message resonates with you, comment below. If you want to get a personal with me, link is in my bio.